Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet a layered smock stitch. Now you may have seen the Honeycomb Smock Stitch out there, so this one is kind of similar, except that instead of forming diamonds, we're layering our stitches one on top of the other, and they are just creating these little upside down V stitches. So we're going to be working the pattern today in two colors. It's a lot of fun to work. It's a lot easier than it looks. It's actually only made up with single crochet and single crochet 2 together stitches, and it creates this beautiful thick fabric. This is the front, and then this is the back of your fabric. So not quite the same, but very fun to work. Today for the tutorial, I'm going to be using a little bit of a worsted weight yarn. This is the Heatherly yarn by We Crochet and Knit Picks. I'll be working in two different colors, this lighter blue color as well as this darker green color. You'll also need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook and a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. You'll find a direct link down in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find a direct link to my Amazon store, where you'll find my 3 crochet books, 2 including crochet blanket patterns, and the 3rd, which is a collection of my favorite crochet stitches. So you can check those out down in the description along with the copy of the free written pattern. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our stitch today is worked in rows. I'm going to start by working with this lighter blue color. You're going to begin by making a slip knot. You're then going to need a foundation chain, and for your foundation chain you will need an even number of stitches, so a multiple of 2. Today I'm just going to go ahead and chain 20. Once you have that foundation chain worked, an even number of stitches, for row 1 you're going to begin working a single crochet into the second chain from your hook, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. Your chain 1 at the start does not count as a stitch. So at the end of this row, you're going to have an odd number of stitches. I will have a total of 19. Single crochet all the way across. Once you come all the way across, we're continuing to work with our color A. Chain 1, turn your work. For row 2, you're going to work a single crochet into that first stitch, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of this row, you're going to want to switch to your color B. I'll show you how I like to do that when I come across. At the end of row 2, you're going to want to switch to your second color. If you are changing colors, you can work the stitch in a single color or more than 2, it's up to you. I'm going to switch to my second color. To do so, I'm at my last single crochet here. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, and draw up a loop. You can then just drop your color A, pick up your color B, place it on your hook, and pull through. Some people like to use a little bit of a slip knot there. It's up to you. You're then going to chain 1 and turn your work. Depending on the project, you may need to fasten off, weave in your ends of the color you're not using. I'm going to leave my color A attached and draw it gently up the side as I go. For row 3, we're going to begin by working one single crochet into the first stitch. You're then going to work a single crochet, but work the single crochet under the next stitch. So just, you have your stitch here, under the stitch, there'll be a little bit of a space. Insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop to the height of your single crochet, yarn over and pull through 2. So you're working that next single crochet under the next stitch. Then single crochet into your next and repeat. Single crochet under the next stitch and then single crochet into the top of the next stitch. Single crochet under the next stitch and single crochet into the top of the next. Repeat this all the way across. You're going to finish off with a single crochet into the top of the final stitch. You'll want to be careful to not pull them too tight, but you also don't want to make them too loose as well. You want them just flush against the fabric. So I'm here at my final one. Single crochet into your final stitch, chain 1 and turn your work. We're now going to begin working some of those smock stitches, but they're really just single crochet 2 together stitches. So for our row 4, you're going to begin by working a single crochet into each of the first 2 stitches. So at the base of your turning chain, and then single crochet into the top of the next stitch. You're now going to work a single crochet 2 together, or it's really a single crochet, but you're working 2 stitches together. So you're going to bring your hook in front of your work, and looking at the stitch just below the one you just worked, you have this big V stitch from your previous spike stitch. You're going to insert your hook under the second leg, if you were, the second half of the post. You're going to then reach across over to the next spiked stitch and insert your hook again under that first post of that next stitch. So I'll show you that again. So this is the stitch where I just worked. So under the one strand of that first post, reach across, pick up the one strand of the next post, yarn over, draw up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So you've now linked those 2 posts together to create this upside down V. You're then going to single crochet into the top of the next stitch and repeat. You see this leg coming down here, this half of the post. Insert your hook, reach across to the next spike stitch, insert your hook under the first post only of that second spike stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then single crochet into the next stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way across, making sure that you are bringing those posts together all the way across to work that upside down V. It's going to raise the texture as well. All the way across. When you come to the end of this row, we are going to be switching back to our color A. And if you've left it as I have, it's quite simple. When you come to your final 2 stitches, you're working a single crochet into the next, single crochet into the final stitch, but you may wish to change color, so insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, drop your color B, Pick up your color A, place it on your hook and pull through. Chain 1, turn your work. We're now going to essentially repeat rows 3 and 4 now with our color A. So row 3 was a single crochet into the first stitch, then single crochet working under, and this time the space is a little bit more apparent, so single crochet working under the next stitch, single crochet into the top of your next stitch, and single crochet under your next. Repeat this all the way across. So this is a repeat of our row 3. Finish off with a single crochet into the top of that final stitch. Chain 1, turn your work. We're now going to once again work some of those smock stitches, gathering them together, gathering the 2 posts together. So single crochet into the first 2 stitches. This is a repeat of our row 4. You're then going to insert your hook under the second part of the post of that same stitch as your previous stitch. Reach across, pick up the first loop in the post of the next spike stitch, yarn over, draw under both those loops to join them together, yarn over and pull through 2. Single crochet into your next stitch, and then work your single crochet under those next 2 posts. Single crochet into the next, and then under the next 2 posts. And that's all there is to working this layered smock stitch. So thank you so much for joining me. You're going to continue to repeat your rows 3 and 4, switching between your color A and B for as long as you would like, then fasten off, weaving your ends, and that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know down below how you would like to use this stitch in a project, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.